There was a local hearing in Nebraska on the issue of oil and gas and conservation, and a local farmer came in to discuss fracking, which is a big issue, of course, in Nebraska. And one of the issues in question is whether or not excess fracking wastewater will be allowed to be dumped into a disposal well in Sioux County. There's a company called Terex Energy, which wants to dispose of up to 10,000 barrels of this chemical stew every single day. So the farmer, James Osborne, decided to bring a couple cups of fracking water to the meeting, and he said the following, quote, "So you told me this morning that you would drink this water. So would you drink it?" As he says this, he's, of course, pouring out cups of it, and it's this weird, brownish, grayish, disgusting color. He says, "So would you drink it? Yes or no?" "Oh, you can't answer any questions now." Well, my answer would be no. I don't want this in the water that will travel entirely across this state in 3 days. There's no doubt there will be contamination. There will be spills. So this guy's awesome, man, and he even spoke about how he has family ties in the fracking business. He's like, look, I used to work for oil companies. I built pipelines before in the United States. I have family members, my brother and his kids, they're involved with fracking, and they're employed by doing fracking work right now necessarily. So I'm not somebody who right off the bat is just against this. I'm not some sort of knee-jerk environmentalist hippie who no matter what on the issue of when it comes to oil companies or chemical companies, I'm just against it from the beginning. No, I'm part of that world. I'm in that world. But here's the deal. You can't sit there and tell me that you would drink this fracking water when you wouldn't because it's contaminated and it's got all types of carcinogens in it. And you can't tell me that there's going to be no downsides when we put fracking wastewater in a truck and transport it across Nebraska and dump it in a place that's specifically for dumping this wastewater. What's going to happen? The same fucking thing that happened with the coal ash lake that we spoke about recently on the show. There's this really blue lake, I forget where it is, Pennsylvania maybe, somewhere like that, and it's nothing but contaminated coal ash water, and it's destroying the environment around it, and it's pure, disgusting pollution, and it leaks into local waterways and has all these issues. It's the same fucking thing with this fracking wastewater. It's already destroying the areas where you pump it in originally because you can't get it all out of the ground. Once it's in there, a lot of it's in there. And then what are you going to do now? Put all of it in one place and expect it to not fuck up the environment and not get into local waterways and not screw over people's, tap water and their shower water and all that stuff? You're insane if you believe that. But that leads to the main point. They don't even believe that. No. They think, well, as long as it's not where I live, then it's all good. Because all these politicians at the local level, at the federal level, at the state level, they're all getting kickbacks from the oil companies and from the fossil fuel companies. And when you're getting money for your campaign, you don't give a fuck if there's a little bit more contamination, if there's a little bit more of an issue, more pollution with fracking wastewater. Understand, guys, fracking wastewater, we're talking about here, we've discussed this before on the show, but we're talking about water that has hundreds of chemicals in it. We're talking about benzene, which is a proven carcinogen. We're talking about formaldehyde, sulfuric acid, other toxic substances and poisons. I mean, there's stuff in there like rust remover, which is corrosive. You want that shit leaking into your water? I mean, it's insane to think that, and that's the point, is nobody really thinks that. They're all bought off. So when you have somebody who goes in there, like this farmer, who's just using logic, he's like, oh, you said you drink it? Here, drink it. And they don't drink it. I mean, what do you expect? Of course they're not going to drink it, because they're all bought off. And this whole system is a sham. The idea that they're making rational decisions based on the evidence as to what to do with this wastewater, no. They're all corporate whores, and they sold out. And it doesn't matter how many glasses of dirty, contaminated water you show them, their answer is still going to be the same thing. I don't give a shit, and I'm going to be on the side of the fracking companies because that's who butters my bread, so that's the end of the conversation.